And this coming out in just the last hour, somewhat of a bombshell release, once again by WikiLeaks. It appears both of Hillary's campaign managers had, quote, no idea of the depth of the email story. Robbie Mook answering John Podesta, quote, we were told everything was taken care of. As you all know, folks, it is not, because these data dumps have been coming every single day. My next guest was the subject of at least one of these 34,000 emails, and we thought we'd bring Jim Hodges in. He's the former Democratic governor from South Carolina and a Hillary Clinton supporter. To hear what it's been like for you, you were rather benignly mentioned. Lucky for you, Governor Hodges. But I want to show our viewers what wasn't so benign, and it was the topic sentence of the email you were mentioned in. And the topic sentence was, needy Latinos and one easy call. That was written by John Podesta. And you were one of three mentioned. You were the third, and it said, subject, needy Latinos. I just did an event with him, meaning you, Governor. He was really good, and I think it sent a strong signal in South Carolina. And then he asked Hillary Clinton to give you a call, and thank you for that. That's not so bad. But your cell phone number was also on there. What's happened to you since that WikiLeaks dump?
Well, I've gotten a few cell phone calls at odd hours of the night from Trump supporters and others. So that's happened. But look, these sort of things happen in politics. I do not blame John Podesta. Maybe I should have been more needy, so I could have been mentioned more prominently in the email. But I saw Bill Richardson last week at a funeral. He and I were together and sat together, and we got a good laugh over the whole thing. Look, these things happen. People are getting an inside glimpse at the sort of things that happen in political campaigns. But more importantly, the sort of talk that you see on these emails are the things that happen in offices every day, where people have conflict, don't get along. Liz, I think the one thing we should all learn from this is there is a reason to use the telephone some of the time.
Yeah, how about that?
And in business, we should do that more often.
Yeah, well, Bill Richardson, I'm glad he's laughing, because the former governor of Nevada, he wasn't mentioned so kindly by John Podesta, who called him a male organ. I'm not going to say it on this, but I'm glad he was laughing about it. All right, so let's just talk about the electoral map. You're a big Hillary Clinton supporter, and arguably one of those states that has in the past been very touchy. But looking at what's going on, some of the normally solid Republican states, like I'm thinking Texas and Georgia, on this electoral map are now tentative, and that's a positive certainly for the Democrats. But these emails, especially the most recent ones showing real indication for pay to play with the Clinton Foundation, leave a bad taste even in Democrats' mouths. Would you agree, Governor?
I think, Liz, that the emails are not as much of a focus on the campaign right now. And every day Donald Trump says something new that draws more attention to him. Today it was about blaming the microphones for everything. So the problem about getting to the discussion of the emails is you've got to, first of all, consider that the opponent is someone who's qualified to be president, and you can see as president. And I don't think voters ever get to that point to do a comparison. I just think they have disqualified Trump. And the email controversy, frankly, has not been a big one in this campaign.
I want to go back to the WikiLeaks that you were mentioned in. What does that mean, needy Latinos? What did they think that you could deliver?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think that I endorsed Hillary. No, I think that it looked to me as though there were three calls that they wanted Hillary Clinton to make. One was to thank me for some campaign work in South Carolina, and to call these other two gentlemen who were listed on there, Pena and Bill Richardson, and for different reasons. He had different reasons to call all of them. Okay. But again, during the course of campaigns, you have things said from time to time that people may regret. The fact of the matter is that Richardson and Pena both support Hillary Clinton, and I think have been enthusiastic about this campaign, and that they have been on board and helping.
Well, they support Hillary. I don't know if they'll support Podesta after but it's great to see you. Really good to see you, Governor. Thank you very much for shedding light on what it's like to have been mentioned in one of those. Did you change your cell phone number? Did you have to go that far?
I've not had to go that far yet, but I imagine after this interview I'll probably get 20 more calls.
Well, we redacted it. We redacted it. We're
good.
Nice about that. We're not going to put people's phone numbers out there. Listen, it's good to see you. Thank you very much.